Hello, my name is Pete O'Day, and I'm the president of the Senate at John Knox here. And with me today, this is a resident board meeting. And with me today, I'm pleased to present Paul Simpson, our chairman of the board, and Jerry Stryker, our CEO, is with me today. And Paul, I'd ask you to give a few thoughts on how we see 2021 shaping up and what kind of vision statement that you'd like to share with us.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, first, I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. And I think that everyone is happy to be in a new year. We had quite a year last year. So you've probably heard the expression, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Well, I think it's true for organizations too, and I can't imagine how much busier John Knox could have been last year. And I think that what we accomplished was nothing short of phenomenal. So I think that the most important thing that was accomplished last year was that we kept everyone healthy and safe, with very few exceptions. I don't think there's another organization comparable to ours that even came close to achieving that. And I think that the healthcare workers really deserve our appreciation. And I was really pleased to see what you residents did on Thursdays to express your appreciation. Our leadership team did a phenomenal job, worked their hearts out. And I think that you residents deserve credit also, because without your support and your cooperation, we would not have been able to achieve that level of performance. So thank you. We continued in the midst of all that to progress our master site plan. We completed our Welcome and Innovation Center, and the Aquatic Center is well on its way toward completion. We have talked previously about our financing and our successful bond issue and our successful investment grade bond rating. I think those are significant accomplishments. And we found innovative ways to continue communicating among one another and to maintain our programs even with the restrictions. So I was thinking about what makes JKV stand so far above the rest. And you've heard me talk about our structure, our magic sauce, and so forth before, so I won't repeat that. But I have worked with businesses for more decades than I'd like to admit. And I've observed something. Of all new businesses that start in a given year, almost 90% of them will have failed within 8 years. Isn't that remarkable? And people talk about the economy, they talk about politics, they talk about competition. But what I've observed, it really doesn't have anything to do with those things at all. It has to do with the nature of the work that the principals do. And so I'm reminded of Stephen Covey, who wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And one of those habits is to begin with the end in mind. So at JKV, we have a clear vision. And I think it's that vision and our work toward manifesting it that is the reason, not the only reason, but one of the principal reasons that we are so successful. Looking to this year, I see us continuing on track to manifest our master site plan. The aquatic complex will be completed by the end of February. Jerry has promised me that that will be true. And I see us beginning the pavilion, and I see us collecting enough 10% deposits from future residents that want to move into Westlake so that we can continue the planning and providing for that addition. I also see us seizing opportunities, and I should say continuing to seize opportunities to generate diverse sources of income. That would include rehab, home health, and more. I think that these things that we've been doing are part of our reputation on a national level and it contributes to our strong census. You know, there are a lot of organizations that are struggling to attract any new residents at this point. And we have done remarkably well given the year that we had last year. So I think that it builds momentum for our total enterprise. And I think that it should be appreciated that these additional sources of revenue provide us with a strong financial position and less dependence upon maintenance fees. And I think most of you would be glad to accept that idea. So finally, I see us finally getting back to normal this year at some point. And when we do, Jerry and I have talked about throwing one heck of a party to have a lot of fun and to celebrate. So that is my piece for today. Jerry, what would you like to say?
Well, those are wonderful remarks. And Pete, I know that we have some residents we'd like to share gratitude with.
We sure do. And at this time, I'd like to call Jackie and David Baer up. Paul, you may not be aware of the fullness of what we have. Thank you. But we have a Newcomers Coordinator, and that's what these two people have done over the last 3+ years. And they've put together a list of notebook and have garnered about 50 different people that can welcome new residents in, follow with them for their first year, answer all their questions, and have put together a do and don't notebook. You know, it started off with Martha Johnson many, many years ago. And I don't know if you were around then, and Charlie Johnson. And then the function was handed off to the Fries, Carol and Rudy Fry. And they did both an outstanding job. But these two individuals took it to a 10x fold height. And you did. And it's continuing on. Amy Barrow will be the one that takes over the coordination of the newcomers from now on. But just a small token of our appreciation, I wanted to present you with a nice plaque that you can remember. It says, well done, thank you. Newcomers Coordinator Jackie and David Baer, gratitude for outstanding service. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul, Pete, for the kind words. You may not know that when I first expressed an interest into coming to John Knox Village, this guy's my sponsor.
Are you looking at my notes?
No.
That's what I was going to say.
But you've come a long way since we sang together in the choir. And, congratulations.
In more ways than one.
How does that work?
But-
In the choir?
Yeah, that's another story for another day.
Well, just for those of you that don't know, we have a common background in First Presbyterian Church in Fort Lauderdale, and Dave and I used to sing in the choir, and Jackie became a member of the church. So I have known them for several years and have always thought very highly of them. And as Dave said, all they had to do was mention to me that they were potentially interested in coming to John Knox Village, and I rushed them over to Monica, who rolled out the red carpet, and as the cliche goes, the rest is history. So welcome and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we also have one more time, and that's Karen and David went to Juniata College together, not the same years, but they're both alumni of there. And that's, I think, where we first met.
She's in the middle of the award.
Oh,
She's in the middle.
do I have to take the mask off the award? There we go.
On three, 1, 2, 3. Let me get another. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks. I just would like to say that really, I think that the success of this program, and thank you for those kind words, is really a reflection of the host. And as you mentioned, we have 50 wonderful hosts, some that we inherited and some that had volunteered along the way, but they do an absolutely great job.
Pete and Karen are our hosts. So.
It's a tremendous function. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Pete and Paul, thank you. We have some other resident recognition we want to share, and I think you have some highlights that as we finished the year, the residents continued to share their gratitude, this time financially. Pete, share a little bit about the holiday gift fund that benefits our line staff and leaders that really make a difference here.
Jerry, I mentioned before, but now the full number is in it. The residents were able to accumulate $700,566 that in checks and gifts that they're able to take to accounting that spread the gifts, and that the average employee gift check was $889.55. $890 as it was right before, I believe it's right before Christmas when those go out. So it's just a token of our gratitude to the wonderful people that take care of the lawn, take care of the maintenance. They feed us, they serve us. I don't want to leave a function out, but it's just the wonderful staff that we have here at John Knox. And I'm challenged to try to get $700,000 this year, but we will do it.
Well, Bill Spiker, as we know, along with several other of his team members, have helped to really encourage residents to know why we give, and they gave. And now to share some highlights of the gratitude back to residents, because normally residents would come to this auditorium and have a day-long opportunity for staff to come in, share a card of gratitude, give a hug, and then acknowledge in our usual way. But this year, we had to do it a little bit more creative. And here's an opportunity that our team has put together to share some slides across the organization of their gratitude. One of the things that is very important in the culture of John Knox Village is appreciation and recognition. And these cards here across all aspects of our service delivery just show a big thanks. I've watched staff take a moment to share a message. If you've not had a chance to look at these, they'll be published in the JKV Connect so that you can see it. I know they went by fairly quickly, but thank you, JKV. And now I'd like to turn over and introduce someone who has really made a difference with his team this year and managing COVID proactively. Bill Picard is our Chief Operating Officer. Bill, we know that 2020's ended and we're excited about how we can get beyond this 2021 and COVID. Tell us where we're at, and thank you.
Thank you, Jerry, and welcome, John Knox Village residents. I'm really excited to share that we do have the dates for the COVID vaccines here on campus. And as many residents had been asking, we had been working on that tirelessly to try and get the dates. And we knew that once we were contacted, we weren't going to have much lead time. So the dates have been published, and we will have vaccines here on campus for our independent living residents, our assisted living residents, and staff for both of those areas. So on Tuesday, January 19th, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. will be the first COVID vaccine clinic for those two stakeholder groups. And then 21 days later, which is February 9th, those individuals will receive their second dose. And then 21 days after that, on March 2nd, the group will be back to give second doses for those people that missed the first dose on January 19th, but received it on February 9th. So we are in the process of coordinating the logistics. We will be doing the vaccine clinic here in the Village Center. And we will be giving individuals an hour window of when they should arrive. And upon arrival, they'll be issued a number and we'll take everyone in order. What we're trying to do is make sure that we manage that event in a way that we socially distance people and don't have large crowds. On that same note, I mean, I can't express how excited I am about the fact that we're able to take care of the residents by getting this accomplished. But I'll also share, as of about a half hour ago, we have had over 500 of our independent living residents indicate that they are wanting the vaccine. And we are literally going to be ticking and tying those we have responses from the full census of the campus, both for independent living, assisted living, residents, and staff. And there is a high possibility that 3 months from now, we won't have to be as concerned with COVID on this campus when we have the majority of our staff and our residents that have been vaccinated. And I'm excited to see the possibility that we can go back to offering some of the in-person wellness activities and the performing arts and dining back in the dining room. So please encourage those that have not decided yet to please take advantage of that vaccine. On the last note about COVID, what I do want to mention is that we're extraordinarily proud of the fact that regardless of what's happening outside of the walls of John Knox Village, the new infection rate in Broward County is well over 10%. And that's the highest threshold that impacts requirements of testing. We are now at the point where we are doing twice a week testing for all of our employees in skilled nursing. And that's quite a burden for all of the staff. So again, I really look forward to everyone and encourage everyone to get the vaccine. And just I'll share with everyone, we do know that the vaccine that will be administered in February and in March is the Pfizer vaccine. And many of us had our second dose last week. And although there were some with side effects, as I've said to others, the side effects that lasted 6 to 8 hours pale in comparison of the psychological burden that we all carry around with us every day when we're out in public, not knowing if somebody around us is positive and droplets were in the air and we potentially were exposed. So again, there's lots of good reasons to get the vaccine, and I hope everyone that has the ability takes advantage of the fact that we are able to get the vaccines here for our residents and employees. Thank you.
Well, Bill, we know that you're working with the Broward County and the state and national agencies. We really appreciate you helping to proactively manage and position JKV. Next up to share some insights on what's going on with that master vision and master site plan that Paul Simpson, chairman of our board, referenced is Tom Price, who's our director of operations. Tom, I know you've got a few slides to take it away.
Well, good afternoon, John Knox Village. We've got a lot of work we've done over the last year. We've got a lot of work coming in 2021. Update on the projects we currently got going on. As you're aware, we updated Castle's Tower with windows and waterproofing earlier in the year. And then we began the Village Tower project. And as you can tell by this slide, we're approximately halfway through this project. We've gotten all the impact windows in. The east and west stairwells have been done, and they're wrapping up probably this week the north face, and then we'll be going around to the south face. Our goal is to wrap up this portion of this project by the end of February. We are working on some new railing and screen design that we'll be bringing to the board hopefully in the next couple months, and be going over with the Village Tower residents. So that project is going along and moving very well. The next project is the Aquatic Center. As some of you are aware, we did have some issues on the project, and John Knox Village has taken that project over to wrap it up. It is going very well.
So well that you can make sure that, as my partner said, you will finish it by the end of February, won't you?
I understand it all.
That's good to hear.
It all rolls downhill.
Here, let's just touch on that.
As you can see from this slide, a good bit of the deck around the pools has been poured. That deck will receive a tile product on top of it. You can see the outline going around the outside where the landscaping is going. As of today, we are setting trees out there, and that will continue for the next week or two. The pickleball courts over on the far right-hand side of the screen, that work, those curbs have been poured, and they are beginning the pickleball construction this week. And as you see right in the middle there, they're working on the bocce ball court form work and the curbs. They're wrapping that up this week, and we'll be moving forward with that. We're looking to finish this project up at the end of February. The Glades project, which is tied in with this project, we'll probably be wrapping up maybe 2 weeks ahead of this project so that we can get further training done. So that project, as you see, is moving right along, and we feel very comfortable that by the end of February, we should be turning that over to the Life Enrichment team to get programming going. The final update I want to talk about is the pavilion here that's been done by Moss Construction. They've been excellent to work with. They've got a great team here. They're very on top of not only the construction, but the safety, traffic control, and coordinating with us. As you can see on this project, they're starting to get towards the topping out of the block. We should see starting next week, they should be bringing in some of the steel columns, and then the bar joists or the steel roofing will be starting next week. This project's going very, very well. We will be coming to you with some updates on some of the utility work that's going to start taking place just north of the pavilion, south of Village Tower, going down Lakeside Circle. We got a good bit of work going on that's going to happen there, and we'll be doing weekly updates on that to let everyone know what's going on, both from vehicle traffic and pedestrian traffic.
Well, Tom, we're excited to see how this takes shape, and perhaps next month we'll be able to start putting some labels to where the kitchen and where the dining venues are, where our new performing arts center, and
Absolutely.
all that are. We'll look forward to it. So I'd like to now invite in our other colleague, the Chief Marketing and Innovation Officer for John Knox Village, Monica McAfee. Welcome. Happy New Year.
Hi, Jared. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Would like to just start off the year by just saying we're just incredibly grateful to the residents, because through this whole experience, you all have maintained your grace, your patience, and your kindness, much like all of us. And on most days, I mean, we all have our days. But I want to thank you, because selling in these times has been challenging, but because of the dedication of our residents and through the leadership of Jackie and Dave through this whole thing, still trying to make people feel welcome, and all of those residents, on those 50 people, helping people feel welcome. It is the secret sauce. It is what differentiates us. So just to hit some of the highlights with you, we had 61 unit acceptances. We had 58 financial possessions. That's very important. Our foreseeable budget, when we shifted and had to pivot with COVID, we were at 54. So we went a little bit above that. So we're delighted with that. Certainly we didn't hit our 74. We're still $1 million over where we had projected we would be. So also want to share with you, it's not on the slide, we had 9 cancellations, which is really unheard of. The max I've seen is maybe 3, but definitely we had those 9, and those were predominantly because of COVID. The good news is we think we'll get several of them back this year, which is exciting. The other thing that's been very interesting is that continuing to do all of our work around our efforts for our priority deposit phase for Westlake. So we're at 209 priority deposits, excluding our 33 residents. So we've been able to host smaller groups. And again, residents have been such a tremendous help to us on all of that. So I'm on the hot seat every now and then about, well, where do we see the project going and how is it looking? And I would say that I feel really optimistic in the sense that even with COVID, of those 209 people on that list, I could probably get 60 of those folks to stroke a check for 10% in the next couple of weeks. So that is our big effort. So as you know, we're trying to get to 315 priority deposits by the end of March, then begin our process for the 10% phase. But we hope to get that, definitely get that started with residents in March, and then with our other generalist in April. So I feel optimistic about it, and it's very exciting for us. And again, you'll be seeing and you'll be receiving invitations to some of these smaller group events, again, trying to keep everyone safe and happy and healthy. And this does bode well for us because it provides such a unique selling proposition for us, because we can share how safe we've been able to keep our residents through Bill's work, the team of wellness nursing, everything that's been done with dining, and spreading the word. I was chatting with Dave and Jackie on the way in. It's so much more authentic when it comes from you all as residents. I mean, I can help educate people about what a life plan community is all about, but you as residents can discuss and express your feelings about what it is really like to live here. So our next slide, I have got some incredibly exciting news to share with the community. John Knox Village has won first place through the International Council on Active Aging for all of the programming we have been able to achieve, even during this time of COVID, related to all of the 7 dimensions of well-being. So I'd especially like to provide a shout out to dining, who helps us with all of those events that we do, to transportation, who makes sure that even despite COVID, that we're getting people to and from events safely, security, making sure people are getting their temperatures taken and people are safe. We have the support of administration and finance, because I can tell you that's another meeting I go to now and then. And they say, well, what's the real value of these programs? And I can tell you that the real value is that I believe that you as residents are enjoying a much more robust experience at JKV. I'd have to also shout out to Kim Morgan for helping us pull this presentation together to share with ICAA, our production team who makes sure every event runs smoothly, Teddy, Rashid, Nick Sconyers. I have to shout out to Bridget Sullinger, Reverend Dr. Bridget Sullinger, Marcia Dixon in fitness, her entire team, Life Enrichment through the leadership of Jameson Becker, Marty Engel for Meaningful Life. Also, as you know, we won that 3rd place bronze award for the technology that we've been able to provide to residents. So it is not a singular experience. It is multifaceted. And it was something that was brought to my attention when someone asked me about it. Was, you know, sometimes people say, well, why would sales and marketing be involved in this type of venture? And what was very evident to me when I came to JKV 5 years ago was the desire of this board for wellness through Paul Simpson's words. I can tell you 5 years ago that he wanted wellness to be part of our DNA. Through the support of the board and through Jerry Stryker, we have eliminated silos and we continue to build robust, meaningful, higher level critical thinking programming. So I thank all of you, especially the Life Enrichment Committee and the leadership through John and Diane this past year. And as that will shift this year with Jeannie and Sally, we will continue to provide those types of programs for you. So very excited about that great news. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about our incredible presence in the broader community. And thank you to, again, Kim Morgan and the marketing team for the work we've been able to do with the local press, as well as with RAIN Communications. As you know, we have been picked up, I'm going to share this with you. We've been picked up by 30 newspapers nationwide and climbing. CNN, multiple live broadcasts from JKV December 16th with segments airing throughout the week. Fox News National. Getty provided JKV images of both vaccine days to media outlets across the country. Miami Herald and Sun Sentinel front page stories. New York Times and Wall Street Journal. This is the trajectory that we need as an organization to tell our story to a national and international platform. National Public Radio, All Things Considered. Peggy Golden, thank you. My sister called me to make sure to let me know she was listening to you in rural North Carolina. WLRN, South Florida Roundup, multiple stories on NBC6, CBS 4, WSVN 7, ABC 10, Telemundo, Univision, other nationals, Yahoo, MSN, and Senior Housing News. That is a pretty substantial venue for us to tell our story. And that really, I'm sure my colleagues have been receiving calls from their business associates to say, how are you handling this? And that is what we want. We want people to rely on us. The next thing to share with you, if we could go back one slide, was just something that I really felt was so important to share with you. If we could possibly go back, it was a piece from someone writing about the Gazette, and if we could take just a moment. This was to Chris Fleury. Dear Chris, just what sick, wearied Americans need to read and heed. Every page gently, boldly, and rationally encourages body, mind, and soul of reader. Please extend a multitude of gratitude to the editor and regular contributors for challenging and persuading us. We can move forward together in energetic step with refreshed purpose, love, faith, discipline, and hope. I must have a 2021 Pets of the Village calendar and will mail my donation to the JKV marketing department. My heart sings. Thank you for caring about others in word and deed. Happy and healthy new year. Our Gazette goes out to 35,000 age and income prospective residents, and that was just one bit of feedback. So a big shout out to Rob Seitz, who's just, you betcha he's going to get it done. And of course, Marty, who is always there for us to help us with that. So there's where we are with sales, marketing, innovation, life enrichment, and so much more to look forward to in 2021. Please stay safe, happy, and well.
Well done, lady. At John Knox Village, it takes a village to achieve these type of outcomes. Thank you again, Monica, team. It is a privilege to lead this organization. And we wanted to take time out to something that has been a tradition. And we're looking forward to being able to do this live. But this video series you're about to see really honors 10-year staff that have reached that milestone. And we were able to capture 11 out of the 13 based on their availability. Take a listen, and I know you'll enjoy it. We'll be back to close out our meeting in just a moment. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Sue Pavelchuk from John Knox Home Health. I'm here to introduce Ivy Smith, Administrative Assistant. Congratulations on 10 years, Ivy. Thanks for being part of a team for the last decade. Everyone at Home Health thanks you for years of service and dedication. Congratulations.
Thank you. My name is Ivy Smith. I have been an administrative assistant at the Home Health Agency for the last 10 years. Enjoyed myself tremendously, met a lot of great people. Residents have been super, they're fun, enjoyed every minute of it.
Okay, I'm Jessica Frederick, Transportation Manager. We're here with Lynn Hutt, who's in Resident Services. Lynn is celebrating her 10-year anniversary here at John Knox Village, our superwoman.
I'd just like to thank John Knox Village for the opportunity to let me serve here in the capacity that I do, and I appreciate and love all my residents, and I thank you for everything that you do for us to make our jobs a lot easier and a lot better, and just feels like I'm coming home to family every day. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Woodland Jean. I'm the guide of Karen Jones, Woodland Shabazz at the Dove Home. Karen has been here in John Knox for 10 years, 6 of which she started off as the home health agents with the home health agencies. Then when the Woodlands opened, she transitioned to a Shabazz. I'm happy to have Karen as a Shabazz in the Dove Home, our rehab home. She does anything possible for our rehab guests and bringing comfort to them, making them feel like they're at home and pleased. She provides excellent customer service, and I'm happy to have her part of our team. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here. It was a challenge in the beginning after I left the home health agency. But as you say, teamwork makes the dream work, and I'm glad I'm here.
Hi, my name is Janice Pope. I'm Purchasing Manager in Dining Service. I'm here to recognize David Thomas as a 10-year employee. David started working at John Knox Village in 2010 as a utility aide. David enjoys in his spare time being with his family and also he's a caregiver for his mother. David has 2 brothers and 2 sisters who's also a part of our John Knox Village team. Yes, David is a valued employee. He is so hardworking and kind-hearted that it is truly a pleasure to work with David. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, John Knox Village. I'm Joe Mallon, Director of Dining Services, and I'm here with Chef Mark to recognize and honor Brill McIntyre for her 10 years of dedicated service. Take it away, Chef Mark.
Thank you, Joe. Hello, everybody. Here we're honoring Brill McIntyre. She's been working here 10 years. I've known her for 5 years, and in that time, she's been nothing but loyal, pleasant. We have a great time together, and she does a great, fantastic job for us, and I hope to have her on board for another at least 10 years.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Brill.
I appreciate it. I enjoy working here. I enjoy coming here every day. It's just a pleasure to work here.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm the Assistant Director of Dining Services. I'm here to introduce Wendy Chewy, who is our village's dietetic technician, who is celebrating her 10-year anniversary. So congratulations, happy anniversary. I've had the pleasure of working with her for almost 8.5 years now, and have had the opportunity to see her grow in her clinical skills. She has started the first diabetic education group for our village residents along with our employees, and we're thrilled to have her here. So take it away.
Okay, my name is Wendy, like you guys know, and it's been a pleasure being here for 10 years. I have seen this place grow and where we are going towards in terms of our care as well as the development of my professional career. Started in the old health center, and I'm excited to have embraced the new greenhouse model that we do. As well, I became an educator, so it has been a great ride for the last 10 years, and I have met great people, and we have a great team that we work with in our dietary department.
Hello everyone, my name is Charles Barney. I'm the security manager at John Knox Village. To my right here is Security Officer Michael Armenard, who you may have seen at the gates or at the buildings. Today we are celebrating his 10 years here at John Knox Village. He is a great asset to our team and more reliable and hardworking employee.
It's been a great pleasure working here at John Knox Village. I love working here, and hopefully I'll make it another 10 years.
Hello everyone, I am Natalie Francois, and I'm the guide for Pompano Home, where Irene is a Shabazz. Irene started with John Knox Village 10 years ago, and 4.5 years ago were selected to be a Shabazz in the Woodlands. Irene comes with great experience as a Shabazz. The elders love her on Seaside Cove, and it's such a pleasure to have her on her team. Everyone, help me congratulating Irene on achieving 10 years of employment with John Knox Village. Irene.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Irene Maxime. I've been working at John Knox for the last 10 years. I've been hired in July 12, 2010. I work at the nursing home, the Village Lane for 6 years, and then after that I transferred to the Woodland for 2 years, and then transferred for Seaside Cove for 2 years, 10 years exactly, July. So I am happy and very grateful to working for John Knox Village, for the staff, my supervisor, the administrator. I thank everyone for the 10 years, for the last 10 years, the opportunity they give it to me.
This is Gino Villefranche, who is a Shabazz on Selfish Home. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Gino on achieving 10 years of employment with John Knox Village, and we're blessed to have him as part of the team on Seaside Cove. Some of the elders intentionally sit on the patio and wait for Gino to arrive so they can wave to Gino from the second floor patio. We are so grateful to have him as part of the team, and we take this opportunity to congratulate you.
Okay, Natalie, it's a big opportunity to work with John Knox. It's a very nice place to work. When I come the first time, I think it's a one-way job, take care of the elders. But now, I see it's a two-way job. I take care of the elders, them too, they love me. Okay, sometimes it's very nice when you come after 5 days outside to see someone 90 years old tell you, where you been? We miss you. Donc, it's a very big opportunity. And I'm happy to work with John Knox after 10 years.
Mimose is one of our Shabazz. Mimose has worked for John Knox for the past 10 years, and 4.5 years ago, she was selected to be a Shabazz in the Woodlands. We're grateful to have her as part of the team in the Heron home, and the elders especially loves when she makes their favorite baked macaroni and cheese. Please help me in congratulating Mimose for achieving 10 years of employment with John Knox Village.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity for working with John Knox, and I love the company. I've been working in John Knox for the past 10 years, and I'm working in the Woodland right now. The Woodland is my house, my home. The elders, they're my heart. I love them, and when I'm off, they cannot wait to see me, to ask me, where have you been? Especially, I got one elder, John. He always called me Mimo. Mimo, where's Mimo? So I love them, and I thank John Knox for the opportunity to keep me for 10 years.
Hi, I'm Mark Rayner, Director of Healthcare Services here at John Knox Village, and excited to be with Tamara Anderson, who is celebrating her 10-year anniversary at John Knox Village. Tamara was a licensed practical nurse in our original health center, transitioned over to the Woodlands through our scholarship program, became a registered nurse, and we're very excited. She does a wonderful job. She works in our rehab homes with all our John Knox residents and others from the community who sometimes need extra help for short-term rehab. Tamara, congratulations on 10 dedicated years at John Knox Village.
Thank you, Mark. It's wonderful, wonderful to be here. Thank you.
We're very proud of you.
Pete, another opportunity to take a look at the pride that the staff and residents have when they create life together.
I'm telling you, Jerry, when I see the milestones, the 10 years, the 15 years, that really stirs my heart. And it's part of that secret sauce that Paul was talking about, where you have the employees, the ones that say, those are my people, those are my elders that I take care of. And the management staff that put together programs and report out on the construction that we have, on when we're going to be getting our inoculation, to the sales and marketing efforts that are going on here. It's just it makes me as a resident feel really good that I made the decision 8 years ago to move here. Thanks, Jerry.
Well, in those remarks, it reminded me to our JKV village, the importance of not just doing for. You heard one of our talented leaders talk about when he began his job, he thought it was a one-way job. Oftentimes in our life experience, in our careers, we think about how we've been educated and trained to provide services for people. In John Knox Village, we first learn and quickly learn the importance of relationships, doing with. Many residents here have far out more experience of life and careers than a lot of the staff that begin or have been here for a long time. So it's natural. But to be able to bring that about and have that be valued, and after 10 years and beyond, Pete, to have people reflect and say, now I understand it's not a one-way job. People care about me. They ask me, where have you been? And we care about you. So together, John Knox Village is a special village, 53 years young in the making, and I'm excited about what 2021 will bring. So to all of you listening in, this is January's production. Thank you to the team that makes this happen. We greatly appreciate your help. It wouldn't be as smooth without you. Pete, look forward to seeing you next month.
I do too. And just a note that the next Resident Senate meeting is February 8th. It'll be a Monday at 1 p.m. So I look forward to seeing all of you back here at that time too.
Well, here's our sign off.